Which one of these great tools can solve the problem with the dreaded battery draining issue that I have on this CLK 500 and you might have as well? Before starting the video, give me a thumb up and follow the channel. Thank you. The brand new battery on this car died after 2 nights of sitting idle, and I had to attach a charger, and that charger has been charging the battery all the time. So it's very obvious that one component has been drawing 35 watts of power all the time. I have had this smart meter attached to this charger, and I know it has been drawing 35 amps according to what you see on the screen. The first tool that we are going to test today to see if we can detect the issue is by Topdon, and it's a thermal imager TC002C Duo. It supports both Android and iOS phones, and it's pretty much a dongle you attach to the USB-C of your phone. Different adapters, microfiber, a cable, the manual of course, and this is what we're going to attach to our phone. This is the real image, and the heat difference you see over here is because I moved the charger over here and the heat was still showing there. So if you have no extra power consumption under the bonnet, let's go to the cabin area. I was sitting on this seat a few minutes ago, so you can see the red area. That's the heat of my body still on the leather. But look at the center console. As you can see, the heat from radio is emitting and going behind the dashboard and coming through all the holes. That's why you see all the red areas. So the guilty module is actually the radio because of the water damage we had on this car. So it actually took less than 2 minutes to detect one of the issues, but this is not all of the issues we have. So let's have a look now. Now for reference, let's look at my SL500 interior and the radio. As you can see, it doesn't produce any heat or draw any current, and I do not have any battery issue. It's pretty much the same head unit. Now I put the link of this awesome product in the description with a 10% discount code so you can buy it cheaper. Very important point here, this switch needs to be triggered. This is the bonnet switch that needs to be closed. If you do not want to close your bonnet, just push this metal piece in so it can trigger the switch. And all the doors needs to be closed, and the switch, the ignition switch, needs to be off the car before, and you need to wait half an hour for the CAN bus to go to sleep and set all the modules into sleeps. And then you can go ahead and use the thermal imager camera and or pull out the fuses and use an ammeter. Now let's say we don't have access to a thermal imager. There are tools like this on AliExpress and eBay that you can use to detect what component is drawing an abnormal type of current. Let's go ahead to see if we do not have access to a thermal imager, can we find out what component is actually drawing all that current. Using this method, you need to have access to your fuse box diagram and guidelines. So we know if we start from the front SAM module fuses, command fuse number is 64. We make sure our battery is connected and our charger is connected because this radio is pulling so much current, and you're basically going through all the fuses over here. Let's pull out the cover, and I'm going to use this device for the first time. So first of all, we need a battery here, which I don't have. Because I didn't have a small 12-volt battery, which this device requires, I connected my 12-volt motorcycle battery to it at the moment, and it's working. And I'm going through all these fuses one by one. And the lucky thing is that this one over here is fuse number 57, and this one over here is the fuse number 64. And basically, if we pull these out, where is my fuse puller? I put this one back instead of that fuse, you'll see that we've got 0.16 amp of current drop. That current, it's number 57. So if we check number 57, we'll see that it's start enable electronic stability program, central locking. And then if we keep continuing, we better not to mix up all the fuses and do one at a time. We know the problem already, so we're going to check a couple of fuses. find the issue using this method. Okay, 0 amp on this one. I'll put the fuse back in. We're moving to 61. That's a 5 amp fuse. Let's check that too. 0. This is number 63. Still we have nothing, no draw. This is the main culprit, I believe, which is a 10 amp. That's for the command, as we discussed earlier. Put that in, and basically what we see here is a lot of current. It's 0.72, and if we multiply that by 12 volts, that's a lot of current, and this is the command unit, as you know. It's number 64, and 64 was the command unit. This time we were lucky because number 64 was basically over here, and we actually knew what we were doing and what was drawing the power. But imagine if you have to go through all that with using something like this. And also, this is not the only fuse box we have. We have 2 more fuse boxes, mainly 2 more fuse boxes. So that's a lot of work to actually find out an abnormal power consumption or a faulty module like this with this method. The difficulty with this method is that some of the components are shared and some of the fuses are shared, as you can see, or for example, over here. And this makes the exact faulty and parasitic component hard to find out. But in the thermal imaging method, that's much more straightforward and quick. So we found about 10 watts of parasitic consumption over here. What about the rest of that 25 amps? Well, I show you now what's happening with that 25 amp extra power consumption. So if we move towards here, towards the back of the car and towards here, I show you how it looks right now. So behind this glass, under the headliner, there is the amplifier for AM, FM, fob, as well as GPS antenna. And as you can see, the antenna is there. And what happens if you get any leak from the sunroof? It travels all the way up above the headliner, and it damages this module over here and causes heat and parasitic actually consumption, and it drains your battery silently. So the fuse regarding that booster is number 8 over here, and if we pull that fuse out, which is this one, I believe it's a 15 amp fuse. And check this over here, we'll see that we also have some consumption over here. So all these consumption adds up, and then we get 35 watts of parasitic consumption, which ultimately can drain our battery over 2 nights. I would like to take you through the warm-up process of this engine using a thermal camera. It's going to be a time lapse, 30 seconds. It's going to be interesting. Let's have a look. Guys, that was a quick video to show you how to diagnose an abnormal power consumption or a faulty module in 2 different ways. Hopefully we get something out of this video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Have a great day. Enjoy your Mercedes. Bye.